iDogs were all over the 2000s, from being your favorite companion that could play the latest hits through an aux port in your iPod or MP3 player while dancing and lighting up the room, to being a collector's item in McDonald's Happy Meals. This little toy was the fascination of the mid-2000s. If you came from this era like I did, you will remember just how important these little things were, as every kid was screaming at their parents to collect them, including me. The dancing craze of robotic toys had been everywhere in the 2000s, similar to the Robo Sapien, but that makes for a different video. iDogs had become pop culture alongside the release of the iPod in 2001. Hence the name iDog, where it played into Apple's marketing, even though it was not an official Apple or Macintosh product. This little dog had such a push on the market because of its crazy advertising, but also because of its appearance. When thinking of the iDog in my mind, I think of the future. The chrome trim around the dog's face that had some button functionality to its colorful appearance, which mimicked the design of 2000s Mac products like the iMac G4. And I can't forget to mention the colorful lighting and speaker that the iDog had built within. Play some of your favorite tracks on the go, or have a dance party with your friends and family. The iDog was seen as your companion to socialize. As quickly as technology brought us this beloved toy, it would fade after the 2010s, making a collector's item for years to come. What would happen to the iDog in the late 2000s? And was it the start to the built-in speakers that we hear on our phones today? When you think of portable, colorful speakers of the 2000s, you think of the iDog. This little toy was not only a playful companion for kids that had also lit up the room, it was the next wave of innovation in tech. After the success of the iPod in the beginning of the 2000s, you started to see a shift in the tech atmosphere. No one wanted to carry around a non-skippable CD player in their trip pants that would still skip as you walked. That was a different time to be alive, I have to say. This would create a race of the next innovation in music on the go, basically portable MP3 players and iPods. In the 2000s, there had been so many selections on how you could listen to your music on the go, and this competition created the next wave, which was sharing that music. iPods and MP3 players of the time had limitations, just offering the consumers an aux port and no external speaker. If only there was a way that you could share with your friends what you were into. The iDog would release in 2005 under Sega Toys within Japan as the next wave of portable sound and become a marketable success. I have to note that the iDog wasn't the first for portable sound, as boomboxes of the 80s and its more modern take that we still have today were and are a thing. But the iDog was one of the first to bring an appeal for future innovation. iDogs would usually be advertised with the iPod, basically to tie in the name, but to also boost its commercial appearance, as iPods were seen as the future. The Sega line, or Stage 1, would resemble 2000s Mac products of the time and offer consumers a fun way to party with friends with its numerous switches around its body. This little toy would flip into the US markets around the same time under Tiger Electronics or Hasbro, creating multiple stages throughout the 2000s. It wasn't just the sound, however, as this little electronic dog would do tricks, express emotions, or light up the room because of its aux plug-in that you could hook up to your iPod, or because of its mic functionality that would dance to whatever radio station you were listening to. We all wanted this toy in the 2000s because of what it offered. This would lead to its success around 2006 and would go on to create a new market within portable sound. The iDog would be a more fun way to share your favorite Britney Spears tracks. Hit Me Baby One More Time with that portable speaker that could dance or light up the room with its cool pattern that would be shown around the face. The iDog would not only show your friends how cool you were, but how much money that your parents had. Because let me just tell you that this little thing costs in between 30 to 50 US bones. However, like I said, it was seen as a social status to have one of these little little things. I mean, you had music with emotion that was portable and fun. This functionality would bring different stages and colors after 2005, and around 2007, McDonald's would team up with this little companion, offering a collection with a Happy Meal. Let me tell you right now that if you did not have that Happy Meal in the 2000s, you didn't have any freaking Riz, just straight out. This little robotic dog would also go on to have multiple product lines, such as the iDog Pup, the iCat, which to me looks a lot sleeker, and the iFish. This innovation of this little toy product that offered consumers a companion of emotion and joy would reshape portable sound. In around the 2000s, you started to see different portable speakers in stores like Kmart of all things. You could say that with Bluetooth on the rise around this time and portable speakers hitting the market, such as the iDog, it would give way to the portable Bluetooth speakers that we have today. The iDog would inspire products such as the Google Nest and Amazon Echo because of its interactive personality. It wasn't just a little light up toy. It was the future, which is what it was marketed towards. This success with the iDog would lead markets to reshape its approach. Cell phones and iPods at the end of the 2000s had built-in speakers, and Bluetooth was becoming more accessible to the average consumer. This would lead iDog to have a short life, and in 2009, this little companion would have an old yeller moment. After 2009, begging for the bee would be no more. The iDog would be discontinued, but it wasn't because it had left a mess behind. Even though the iDog did have a paper-thin speaker that a lot of consumers of the time complained about, including myself, the innovation behind it would give us the future. The iDog had character, could express emotion, and was a pop culture icon. This would lead the industry to use these innovations the iDog brought consumers into the next wave, which was portable Bluetooth speakers and built-in speaker functionality on smartphones. People no longer wanted a portable speaker that could dance. They literally just wanted it at their fingertips. But it wasn't just the speaker of the future. Music was becoming more accessible without the use of CDs and iPods, and with the success of iTunes, we started to see web pages or applications such as iHeartRadio and Spotify at the end of the 2000s. This would lead consumers to drop the portable speaker movement because of the accessibility. YouTube also played a big role in this shift, as with the release of the iPhone in 2007, it was easier to find your favorite tracks and play them through things like Vivo. 2000s tech was shifting so rapidly that the iDog would only have a lifespan of 4 years. These short 4 years, however, gave the industry and the market something to study, as it was because of this little dog that started the race of future innovation. Its downfall could be seen as success because of what it brought forth with the tech that we have today. How many times do you ask ChatGPT something? Or how many times do you use your Amazon Echo to listen to music? That future in tech was in part because of the success of the iDog. The iDog was the pinnacle of the 2000s. It has left a mark on childhoods around the world, but it also left a mark on the tech industry. Today, you can still find people talking about the iDog on Reddit pages, but you can also find collectors on YouTube and TikTok. I found this interesting channel known as iDogFan41, who showcases the value of what this 2000s toy brought us. I will leave a link in the description to that channel because he has some fascinating 2000s toy discoveries that will hit your mind and you'll be like, whoa, I remember that. The iDog wasn't just a toy for kids in the 2000s. It was a revolutionary tech feature that gave me and my friends a chance to have fun and listen to whatever Justin Timberlake track was popping off at the time. What do you think about the iDog? Do you want it to come back in some way with Bluetooth functionality? Because I have definitely seen a community behind that. Or should it be left as nostalgic toy history? The iDog will forever be a part of my history, and it left me begging for a beat.